А, ванную. Ванную смотреть нужно. В смысле, саму ванную, что ли? Что? Что он под этим подразумевал? Давайте еще раз посмотрим на нее. На шею. Так, это байт, укусы. А, кольцо, кстати, есть. Кольцо на ней есть. На ней есть кольцо.
Very unusual
Кольцо.
ring. I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Так, отлично. Шприцы нужно найти, да? Да хватит брать эту щетку чертову. Где мне шприцы найти? Я вроде уже осмотрел тут все, шприцов не было никаких. Так, а ну-ка, ну. Так, вот это. Ну, а где тут могут шприцы быть? Я думаю, на комнате мы их не найдем, а уже найдем непосредственно.
So what
Что
next?
дальше?
You want to talk to the cleaning lady? Be my guest.
А, да, я хочу с ней поговорить.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Да, кто такой мистер Хендерсон или кто там?
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
И сразу она начинает врать нам.
Would
Сразу
she have
же.
killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Оп. А почему? Почему?
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Ну, она же явно врет, да? Она
Men
явно врет.
friends, Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
Да серьезно, она же врет, явно.
Where are you going? I'm
Подожди.
trying, officer. Please come back.
Подожди. Изучить улики. Морфин, возможно, самоубийство. Снотворное. Работа манекенщицы. Мужской жак... Блин, ну... Блин, в смысле 2 подозреваемых. Ну, понятно.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Ну, блин, она же опять она что-то... Да ну...
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson.
Ладно, хотя бы один
Been very
вопрос мы
helpful. One
правильно
of the other
ответили.
detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Кстати, я забыл, что мне этот ранг дает. Задачи, улики, люди. Что мне этот ранг дает, серьезно? Так. Опять скрытых машин. Так, кому эти машины нужны, серьезно? Так, что нам теперь нужно делать?
What do you think?
You want to go digging around in drains trying to support Mal's theory? You go ahead. I'm not getting my hands dirty.
Да я думаю, мы тут все уже... Он хочет, чтобы мы шприцы нашли, да? Чтобы мы нашли шприцы. Желательно 2, да? Так, ну, а жакет... Понятно, тут он только смотрит все. Ну, как-то тут я больше ничего, никаких шприцов больше не вижу. Вот, со мной всех... Дайте пройти мне, серьезно? Алло, бро! Дай мне пройти. Не, ну там к доктору нужно ехать, наверное, тогда. Больше мы тут... Снотворные. Больше мы тут ничего не найдем, видимо. В ванне шприцы же мы же не найдем точно. О, подожди. Ее уже упаковали неожиданно так. Хорош. Пока я беседовал, ее уже увезли. Мусорку нужно, мусорки посмотреть. Может, нет, мусорку он не хочет смотреть. Туда сваливаем отсюда к чертям. Едем к ее доктору и все. На этом.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Каким... ну да, уликами.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've
Так,
met
ладно.
enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Сваливаем отсюда. Давай, садись с ней, пожалуйста. Что это он так чирается ее? И что это? Отлично, он ее подождал еще. Так, магазин одежды, клиника доктора Стоуна. А куда поехать вначале? Давайте начнем сначала. Магазин одежды сгоняем. Будем последовательными.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
Are you loaded?
Thank God we're not in my car.
Да, мы не в твоей машине, как это ни странно.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you? Are you crazy?
Ой. Я снова прервал ваш диалог.
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Как-то далековато забрался этот магазинчик.
What are you doing?
Очень далековато. Прямо в столб. Так, ну и что тут у нас имеется? Так, уберем это отсюда.
Well, hello.
Так,
What can I help you
hello,
with
hello.
today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
Ба-бам. Неожиданно. Так,
How long
история.
had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Так, но я думаю, что она говорит правду. Так же? Да?
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Окей.
Does she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Так.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Так, окей. Связь
How did you
жертвы.
meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Так, ну. Видимо, это правда.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Так, знания о мистере Хендерсоне.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Та-та-та-та. Она говорит правду вроде.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
Отлично, это
That's all
тоже
for now,
правда.
Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Я же сказали, что она... Не сказали, что она была убита или там еще что-то. Она подумала, что это уже типа суицид был. Как-то тут непонятно. Или... Хотя, черт ее знает. Ладно, так. Куда нам нужно ехать? Места. Места. Клиника доктора. Блин, ну квартира до сих пор светится. Что-то я не нашел в этой квартире гребаной. Ну и черт с ней. Они как-то улики стали прятать очень жестоко, что я не
Nice
могу.
move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Вот, тут, кстати, доктор-то неподалеку тусует. Отлично. Клиника доктора Стоунмана. Стоунман. Так, давайте зайдем к нему. Подожди, я куда-то... Он тут, что ли? Да, он на втором этаже, видимо, или-то на третьем.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Так, и где он? Так, доктор Стоунман. 505-я. 505-я квартира. Окей.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Так, хорошо. 505-я. О, 505, отлично.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Вот и поговорили. Так, а куда заходить? Вот он.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Так, связь жертвой.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Так, и что, он правда говорит? Либо он что-то тут таит немного, я думаю. Да, он что-то скрывает.
You didn't like her, did you?
Wasn't a question of like, Detective. She was incredibly beautiful. When you looked in her eyes, you knew how a mouse felt before a snake. Not an ounce of warmth there.
Опа-на. Неправильный ответ она. Ладно.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
И что? На этот раз он правда говорит? Ладно.
She didn't appear to have a weight problem.
She had a self-esteem problem. Miss Randall felt her only control over her life was through her appearance.
We
Да
often find the
блин,
more obstructive people
грёбаный
tend to be,
сатанист.
Dr. Stoneman, the more they have to hide.
Просто скатался к братюне, который... Позвонить можно?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Ладно, вскрытие завершили. Думаю, ну какого черта мы зафейлили эти все? Подожди, а что это у него тут?
No good to me.
Подожди, что тут можно осмотреть? Это что такое?
Nothing significant.
Тоже ничего. Подожди, ну сам. Так, подожди, братюнь. Тебя тут ничего случайно? Он вообще вышел. То есть можно смотреть. Ладно, видимо тут ничего нет, правда. Don't kill our wildlife. Хорош. Ладно, раз тут ничего нет, то мы уходим отсюда. Ладно, уходим. Куда он вообще, кстати, ушел? Я что-то не понял. Просто взял и ушел. Так, где тут лифт?
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know.
Ха, старика
You
лжет.
looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Да, черт возьми, то, что он солгал нам, мы это знаем. Но черт возьми. Так, квартира. Плюская больница. А, окей.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Так. И что он нам скажет? Во-первых, где он? Так вот.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Так, что ты нашел еще? Так.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Так, поговорить с Генри Арнеттом. Окей. Давайте поговорим с ним. Так, голливудская больница. Погоди. Подожди, какого черта оно у меня это не закрылось? Ладно, места. Тут ты, блин. Отделение-то здесь же как раз. Что-то я угораю немного. Так, куда нам нужно идти? Куда идти нужно? Не сюда? Нет, 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 не сюда. Где это допросная чертова? Кого там? С кем там нужно побеседовать? Вторая допросная, окей. Где вторая допросная? Это третья. Нет, третья мне не нужно. А вот и вторая. Так.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Так, связь с жертвой.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
И что, он правда говорит, что ли? А какие у нас, кстати, улики здесь есть? Морфин. Домашний мужской жакет. Возможно, его. Снотворная. Так, и что? Ну, он, кстати, как-то бодрячком держится и не хочет врать. Я думаю, что это правда, значит.
And you were close? We were friends.
Да как? Ну как?
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
А что если мы скажем, что это ложь и покажем его этот жакет? Это, конечно,
Henry,
будет.
I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name.
Да, я
I think he's
чуть не
from
сделал.
New York or someplace back east.
И что я ему скажу? Разговор вообще пошел не в ту сторону.
I'm here of my own free will, Detective.
Я
I'm doing
бред
my best
сказал.
to be helpful. The last thing I'd want to do is lie.
Я трешняк сказал. Погоди, а если мы это... Что это такое? Перезапустим эту фигню. Хотя ладно, не будем перезапускать. Давай.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Он врет, он явно врет. Но, блин, я же ему это никак не предъявил, что он там. Давайте просто усомнимся в его.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But, like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Да чертов сата...
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Parker or Wayne? I don't know who to be worse.
Директор. Так, и что? К нему заедем, что ли?
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple. Other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
You're gonna kill someone!
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Too close, Phelps. Way too close. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps. That ought to do it. Now get back in close.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
My God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.